Hi everyone, it's Vicki here today with you, and today I'm designing for Hip Kit Club and I'm using the October 2019 kits. I am doing mixed media today and I wanted to use these die cuts from the kit in the colour kit. Just please bear in mind that I'm not at my own desk while I'm filming this. I'm actually away for the weekend in Cornwall, and so it's a makeshift area, so it looks a bit different to normal. And I showed you my fingers there because I got ink all over them and I was a complete mess. One of my magical powders came undone and it went everywhere. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that happening to anyone. So what I'm doing is I'm using the magical powders sprays that are in the kit. So there are 3. Excuse the echoey sound because I still haven't moved house and I'm living with no furniture, so that's fun. So I'm using the, there are 3. There's a purple one which is a sweet violet purple teal, there's a gold one which is grab a guy gold, and there's a fuchsia as well. So I'm using those, and in a bit I will also add in some of the blue powders that we got maybe last month, I think. So I can't tell you what that's called. It leaked everywhere, so I don't really have any of it left. But anyway, I'm home now doing this voiceover. So what I decided to do was to paint all of these leaves, and rather than paint them on, I just wanted them multicoloured, so I dipped them in some of the sprays that I just sprayed onto the piece of plastic there. So what you notice is that they all come out sort of with different shades of different colours on. So I just add in a bit of the blue there as well, which actually I think I probably added a little bit too much, to be fair, but so it makes this leaf quite dark, but it works, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so I've done all the leaves and I put those off to one side to dry, and I start back with a piece of white cardstock. So I think that this purple works really well with those leaves now that I've covered them, and the pumpkins, so I want to use that as my base. So I'm just sort of laying out how this is going to look now that my leaves are dry. And I mean, they don't look exactly like that. I'm just sort of trying to see what I might do. They do come out fairly similar to that. So I just sort of figure out where on the page I want to put it, and then I'm going to swipe that off and stick down the paper. Here we go. So I'm sticking down the paper, still with horrible dirty fingers. Those magicals have great pigment in them, but they don't come off your fingers very easily. The girls I was with were saying, try toothpaste, try this, try, and it didn't work, but you know, it was fun wiping toothpaste over my hands. So here I am, I'm using this paper here, the Pretty Little Studio paper, to back my photo. I love that plaid paper, it's really, really pretty. So I'm just using that to back the photo. The photo is of my niece, taken last autumn in the, we went for a nice walk and then a pub lunch afterwards. So it's quite chilly, but good fun. So there were lots of leaves around. They hadn't started falling actually yet, so it still looks green in the photo, but it was still autumn time. So just adding in some of the die cuts from the exclusives there. Just pulling out a few that might fit. And I love the sweater. So I've got the title from the die cuts that says sweater weather. So I thought I should probably use the sweater. What other opportunity will I have to use that? So just cutting the white off of that. And I cut the white off of the other die cuts as well. Okay, so that sort of all goes in well. And then I'm thinking that I want to put a little bit of mixed media on the background as well. So I think that's going to happen in a second. The lighting on this video isn't the best, but I hope that you can see what I'm doing there. Okay, that's just one of the chipboard stickers that I popped in there, little frame. So here we go, a bit of mixed media. I've got some white gesso. So I'm just going to put some on the white at the top and a little bit on the purple at the bottom, and then I'm just going to smudge that with my fingers to make it a bit softer around the edges. This is just so that you can see a distinction between the paper and the die cuts and leaves I'm going to put on. So once that's dry, I'm using the Grab a Guy Gold, and I'm also going to be using the fuchsia, I think, as well there, and a bit of the teal. I don't know what's called teal, sweet violet purple teal as well. So just a bit of all three colours. It looks like a bit of a hot mess. You don't actually see very much of it when everything's on top, but I just wanted a little bit of colour poking out here and there, just to add some interest to the layout. Okay, so I'm rebuilding it once more. And in a minute, I expect I will start to stick things down. Not sure what I'm doing here, reaching around. Oh, here we go. So I've just got some foam dots left, just the area around the dots. So I'm using that to mount some things now. So that just goes on there. Okay, sorry, I just had to close my door. My husband just came home and he'll shout up to me, hello, in a minute. Just try to minimise that. So here we go. So I'm starting to stick things down. And because I've got all my craft stuff packed, it's a real nightmare. I'm having to use foam dot casings, and I'm having to use my glossy accents to stick things down. So I cannot wait. I think I've got another 10 days, and then 10 or 12 days, and I should then be in the new house and have all of my stuff back. Thank you very much. I've missed you all. Okay, so just sticking down the die cuts. There we go, sweater weather, little cup there. Okay, so everything's all going together there. I have, stick on the final die cut there. I'm going to put that chipboard frame, cut that up and put that behind the photo. Just as a bit of a border there. And then I think also on the chipboard I'm going to put out some of the trees. Oh, and the pumpkin spice, which I thought was quite sweet on there. I don't have all of those colours, but there was a little bit of green in the wreath, so I just wanted to pull a bit of that over. So just to add some more bits and pieces from the kit, some leaves there from the puffy stickers. Trees on there, you can see those on there. I think I do change those slightly. I think I changed to a pink and a yellow tree. Yeah, and I take off the little purple one. Okay, I'm just sticking those down. Okay, stick everything down. When you have gesso, don't leave it to chance, it will fall off for sure. So now I'm just sticking down some of these chipboard hearts. And I decided to leave the title flat because it's already quite dimensional there, and putting some dimensional foam on the back of that would have been quite tricky because it's quite small. Okay, just add one of the the cardstock stickers in there, and a little leaf cluster there, and some more cardstock sticker hearts. And that's it, that's the final layout. I hope you like it and it gives you some inspiration for using up your October kit. Hopefully next stop will be the December kit. I can't wait, I'm really excited. Some close-ups there as well for you to look at. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Vicky from Hip Kit Club. Thank you, bye bye.